She moves it. Reluctantly. Thanks. The gunman turns around and shouts his question for the last time. Who's the bastard talking? The thing to note with Marv is that he's problematic at the best of times. Argumentative. Less than amiable. He's the type of friend you find yourself constantly arguing with, especially when it comes to his shitbox Falcon. He's also a completely immature arsehole when he's in the mood. He calls out in a jocular manner, It's Ed Kennedy, sir. It's Ed who's talking. Thanks a lot, I say. My full name's Ed Kennedy. I'm 19. I'm an underage cab driver. I'm typical of many of the young men you see in this suburban outpost of the city. Not a whole lot of prospects or possibility. That aside, I read more books than I should, and I'm decidedly crap at sex and doing my taxes. Nice to meet you. Well, shut up, Ed! The gunman screams. Marv smirks. Or I'll come over there and shoot the arse off you! It's like being in school again and your sadistic math teacher's barking orders at you from the front of the room, even though he couldn't care less, and he's waiting for the bell so he can go home and drink beer and get fat in front of the telly. I look at Marv. I want to kill him. You're 20 years old, for Christ's sake. You're trying to get us killed? Shut up, Ed! The gunman's voice is louder this time. I whisper even quieter. If I get shot, I'm blaming you. You know that, don't you? I said shut up, Ed! Everything's just a big joke, isn't it, Marv? Right, that's it. The gunman forgets about the woman behind the counter and marches over to us, fed up as all buggery. When he arrives, we all look up at him. Marv, Audrey, me, and all the other hopeless articles like us sprawled out on the floor. The end of the gun touches the bridge of my nose. It makes me itchy. I don't scratch it. The gunman looks back and forth between Marv and me. Through the stocking on his face, I can see his ginger whiskers and acne scars. His eyes are small and he has big ears. He's most likely robbing the bank as a payback on the world for winning the ugliness prize at his local fete 3 years running. So which one of you's Ed? Him, I answer, pointing to Marv. Oh, no you don't, Marv counters, and I can tell by the look on his face that he isn't as afraid as he should be. He knows we'd both be dead by now if this gunman was the real thing. He looks up at the stocking-faced man and says, Hang on a sec. He scratches his jawline. You look familiar. Okay, I admit. I'm Ed. But the gunman's too busy listening to what Marv has to say for himself. Marv, I whisper loudly. Shut up. Shut up, Marv, says Audrey. Shut up, Marv, calls Richie from across the room. Who the hell are you? The gunman calls across to Richie. He turns to find out where the voice came from. I'm Richie. Well, shut yourself up, Richie. Don't you start. No worries, returns the voice. Thanks a lot. All my friends seem to be smartasses. Don't ask me why. Like many things, it is what it is. In any case, the gunman starts to seethe. It seems to come pouring from his skin right through the stocking on his face. I'm completely bloody sick of this, he growls. His voice burns from his lips. It doesn't shut Marv up, though. I think, he continues, we might have gone to school together or something like that, you know? You want to die, the gunman says nervously, still seething. Don't you? Well, actually, Marv explains, I just want you to pay the parking fine for my car. It's in a 15-minute zone outside. You're holding me up here. Damn right I am, he points the gun. There's no need to be that hostile. Oh, God, I think. Marv's gone now. He's about to get shot in the throat. The gunman looks out the glass doors of the bank, trying to figure out which car belongs to Marv. Which one is it? He inquires. Politely enough, I must say. The light blue Falcon there. That piece of shit? I wouldn't piss on it, let alone pay a fine on it. Now hang on a second. Marv's getting all offended again. Since you're holding up the bank, the least you can do is pay my parking fine, don't you think? Meanwhile, the money's ready at the counter, and Misha, the poor behind-the-counter girl, calls out. The gunman turns and heads back for it. Hurry up, bitch! He barks at her as she hands it over. I assume this is the mandatory tone for a hold-up. He's seen the appropriate movies, all right. Soon he's on his way back to us, money in hand. "You!" he screams at me. He's found new courage now that he's got the money. He's about to hit me with his gun when something catches his attention outside. He looks closer, out the glass doors of the bank. A slab of sweat falls from his throat. He breathes hard, his thoughts churn, and he goes off. "No!" The police are outside, but they have no idea what's happening in the bank. Word hasn't made it to the street yet. They're telling someone in a gold Tirana to stop double parking outside the bakery across the road. The car moves on, and so do the cops, and the useless gunman is left holding the bag of money. His ride's gone. An idea hits him. He turns again, back to us. "You," he orders Marv. "Give us your keys." "What?" "You heard me. It's an antique, that car." "It's a piece of shit, Marv," I abuse him. "Now give him the keys, or I'll kill you myself." With a disgruntled look on his face, Marv reaches into his pocket and pulls out his car keys. "Be gentle," he begs. "Blow me," the gunman replies. "There's no need for that," Richie yells from under the Lego table. "Shut up, you!" the gunman yells back, and he's off. His only problem is the fact that Marv's car has about a 5% chance of starting first time round. The gunman bursts through the doors of the bank and is on his way toward the road. He stumbles and drops the gun near the entrance, but decides to keep going without it. All in a second, I can see the panic on his face as he decides whether to pick it up again or go on. There's no time, so he leaves it and continues running. As we all get to our knees to watch him, we see him approaching the car. "Watch this." Marv begins to laugh. Audrey, Marv and I all watch, and Richie's on his way over to us. Outside, the gunman stops and tries to work out which key opens the car. That's when we all crack up laughing at the incompetence of him. He eventually gets in and tries to start the car countless times, but it never kicks over. Then, for some reason I'll never understand, I run out, picking up the gun along the way. When I cross the road, I lock eyes with the gunman. He attempts to get out of the car, but it's too late now for that. I'm standing at the Ford's window. I have the gun pointed at his eyes. He stops. We both do. He tries to get out and run, and I swear I have no idea I'm firing the gun until I've stepped toward him and hear the glass shatter. "What are you doing?" Marv cries out in pain from the other side of the street. His world is crumbling. "That's my car you're shooting." Sirens arrive. The gunman falls to his knees. He says, "I'm such an idiot." I can only agree. For a moment, I look down and pity him because I realize that I'm quite possibly looking at the most hapless man on earth. First of all, he robs a bank with unutterably stupid people like Marv and me inside it. Then his getaway car vanishes. Then, when he's onto a good thing because he knows how to get his hands on a different car, it's the most pathetic car in the Southern Hemisphere. In a way, I feel sorry for him. Imagine it. The humiliation. As the cops put the handcuffs on him and lead him away, I say to Marv, "Now do you see?" I continue on and become more forceful, louder. "Do you see? This only goes to show the patheticness," I point to it, "of this car." I pause a moment to let him think it over. If it was even half decent, this bloke would have got away now, wouldn't he? Marv admits it. "I guess." It's actually hard to tell if he would have preferred the gunman to get away simply to prove his car isn't so useless. There's glass on the road and all over the seats of the car. I try to figure out which is more shattered, the window or Marv's face. "Hey," I say, "sorry about the window, okay?" "Forget it," Marv answers. The gun feels warm and sticky, like melting chocolate in my hand. Some more cops arrive to ask questions. We go down to the police station and they ask us about the robbery, what happened, and how I managed to get my hands on the gun. "You just dropped it?" "That's what I told you, didn't I?" "Look, son," the cop says. He looks up from his papers. "There's no need to get shirty with me." He's got a beer gut and a greying moustache.